7:22 right now on the Big J Show, and joining us on the phone, we've got Adewale Akinnuoye-Agbaje. Did I kind of get that right, Adewale?
You did incredible, man. I'm impressed.
Thank you so much. I've been so nervous. It just, not that your name's hard to pronounce. It just has way too many syllables for me. So it's kind of like a puzzle for the mouth.
It looks intimidating, Big J, but you know what? If you stick with it, you'll ride it, man. Just call me Adewale.
Adewale. I can definitely go with that, my man. And let's talk a little bit. Hey, yesterday, we don't even have to talk all about Pompeii. We can talk about other stuff because yesterday we had Kit Harington on. So we're talking Pompeii for days on the show.
Well, you know what? That's why we're here. And, this is a phenomenal movie, man. So this is one movie that I do not mind talking about.
That's good. Yeah, it always has to, probably suck. The movies, you're like, it's one of those. But no, yeah, this one, it's a classic story. Everybody knows, or a little bit of something about what happened with Mount Vesuvius and Pompeii. But obviously, this story takes a little deeper look at the people that were there. Tell people kind of about the movie and who you play.
Yeah, I call this a bit of edutainment, Big J. It's like educates you and entertains you at the same time. This is Pompeii, the massive eighth wonder of the world, Vesuvius, the big mountain erupting and destroying about 16,000 people in a split second. Within that story, I play a character by the name of Atticus, who's an enslaved African who rises to become the champion gladiator of Pompeii. And basically, Atticus has one fight left to win his freedom. And that fight is with none other than the man who he's imprisoned with, Mr. Kit Harington of the Game of Thrones. So a lot of tension, a lot of drama, and all played out against the impending doom of the end of the world.
Very nice. Look at that. That was like they need to just have you do the commercials. That's like a 30-second.
I've been doing this so much. I'm an old hat at it now.
Exactly. You've got it all summed up there. Well, man, the career is so exciting for you. That's amazing. So tell people how'd you get into the business? What was kind of your start?
Man, it was, I got in the back door. Really, I studied law, so I was doing a bachelor's and master's degree in law, but it was never for me, and I met a young lady who was a model while I was at college who left England, which is where I was raised, to come to Hollywood. And once she got here, she invited me and just said I should come over here and I would blow up like that Mount Vesuvius. And I took her advice, and here I am, man. I came over and started going to auditions and meetings out in Hollywood, and actually landed a big part, which was Congo. And that really kicked off my career.
That's awesome. I love that movie, by the way. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But also, I've got a question here on our app here. Somebody wants to know, why'd you quit Lost? I loved Mr. Echo. We got a lot of people talking about Mr. Echo. Did you?
I got to tell you, Big J, the reason I quit Lost back in those days was because I love doing movies. Lost is a fantastic show, but I was stuck on it for 9 months, which was wonderful, but there were so many opportunities that I wanted to explore outside of TV, not only being in front of the camera, but also behind the camera directing. I'd written a project that I developed in Sundance. I'm keen to direct. So there were a few creative reasons why, I left. But you know what? You're going to see, if you love Mr. Echo, you're going to love Atticus in this movie because there's a serious impact that he has as a character, just like we did as Mr. Echo.
Well, there you go. Pompeii is the movie. Everybody, make sure you're definitely going to check that one out. Something else I'm very excited about for you, Adewale, is the movie Annie. I see on the internet that you're cast in Annie. Any news on that? Have you filmed? Have you started filming? Is it in the works? Is it in post-production? What's the story there?
Yep, we filmed it already. We shot in New York just before Christmas. I play a guy called Nash, who's the right-hand man to Daddy Warbucks, played by Jamie Foxx. And it comes out Christmas, man. It is going to be a fantastic movie, very different side to what fans are used to seeing of me. This is going to be much more lighthearted, humorous, and hey, I get to sing and dance at the end as well, man. So look out for that.
Yeah, I'm an old school musical theater kid from growing up, so I love the story of Annie. And when I saw the cast list for this version, I just thought that's going to be incredible. I love when you kind of do a new twist on a classic, and especially with some of the characters that are cast in this version of it. So I'm looking forward to that this Christmas as well. What else aside from obviously that coming out on Christmas, Pompeii opening very soon here, and everybody needing to go see that? What else is happening in your career?
Well, you know what? It's funny you just mentioned TV and people being disappointed that I left. So because of that, I'm going to go back. Big J, I'm about to go and shoot a new TV series or pilot for NBC called Odyssey. So look out for that. And then I'm doing lots of voice animation. People seem to like the sound of my voice. Can you believe that?
I can.
So I'm going to be doing quite a lot of that. A project called Major Lazer with Miley Cyrus. That should be fun. So it's really busy and it's very diverse. So I'm in a very happy place with career.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. And where do you call home base, Adewale? Where do you spend most of your time? I mean, obviously, L.A., New York, probably for work. But where's home when you have a few months off and you can kind of relax? Where do you head to kind of decompress?
Well, home would be L.A. now. I mean, obviously I grew up and was born and raised in London, but Los Angeles is where I call home. But to be quite honest with you, I tend to be in all these different locations most of the time shooting movies or in airplanes. But when I do come down, it's in sunny L.A.
Very nice. I mean, it's not a bad place at all to come down, I would say. I love L.A. as well. I've only been there a few times, so it's easier to love if you've only been there a few times. But because then the traffic's not a big deal, none of it. It's just it's a great, beautiful, big city. It's different, I guess, if you live there all the time, I'm sure. But I'm so excited about everything you have going on, Adewale. I think you deserve all the success. You've been great in everything I've seen you, and we'll definitely check you and Kit out in the movie Pompeii opening today. It looks fantastic. Big action, big budget, big stars, big story. Definitely worth checking out, and we'll look for everything else you've got going on in the future as well. So hopefully someday you remember a little old Big J show in Montana, and we'll get a chance to do this again, Adewale. But thank you so much for taking the time for us today.
My pleasure, and hopefully one day I'll get to come through Montana, man. We see each other face to face.
That would be wonderful, Adewale. Best of luck again, and have a great morning, sir.
Enjoy the movie, guys. Thanks a lot.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.